afternoon and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tucked up tighter than a I'm tucked up tighter than a snug bug in a rug. Yeah. Oh, it's not quite Long John Leather. Fucking teeth. Not quite Long John Leather. Leather? Weather! Bloody hell! Oh, how are we out there, folks? And you, Cashy's Koi. They're a better video for you. There you go. Right, one thing I will get out of the way. I do not delete stuff. I do not delete comments. I found some in my other folder. They've been dealt with. But what I won't stand for is people with channels that have only been created for a few weeks with an inflammatory video about another YouTuber. Do not use my channel for your mischief. I don't want it, period. So everything that was to do with the channel Lucy inverted commas, Lucy P inverted commas Percival, I blocked you as well. I don't want that on my channel. Thank you very much. Anyway, what am I up to today other than being tighter than a snug bug in a rug? Yep, I've even done my jacket up today. Whoa, it is fresh, isn't it? I'm going to get around to getting some brackets in and some posts in so I can start covering this EasyPod. Got some Kingspan coming from Rocket Boy for the glass. I've got some polystyrene coming. So yeah, I think if we can get that done and get a bit of polystyrene something against that wall, then we should be golden to turn the heater on. Woohoo! Definitely. In fact, where's the temperature going? Because I know the main pond at the moment is sitting at around 8.6. I know that because my doobry on the wall has told me. But I'll just double check it. No, according to this, it's 7.3. But that doobry firkin is inside the EasyPod, so that could be giving a false reading in that respect there. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put a hole in the woodwork and bring it through and get it dunked into the pond itself. But if we go over here and say good afternoon to these little ones. Say good afternoon to these little ones. Well, I definitely need to get the old window covered, methinks. Got to get some silicone in there as well along that bottom one so I can fill that gap in completely now. There isn't, well, mind you, I could fill that back line with expanding foam actually, and then just trim it off flush and then put the silicone over the top. Got to get me Warriors out today, take them out the back and give them a coat of paint. But the plan for today, get my door shut one-handed, and I say one-handed because I got a new Dangango doobry firkin. Cheers, Jim Bob, my brother. Jim Bob, it's what I do. Wondered what the fuck he was going on about in the comments. Yep. This one's better quality. Ooh. So yeah, big thank you there to Jim Bob. Oh, now I've gone and fucked it, haven't I? Oop. Now, 1, 2. No, too far. There we go. So yeah, definitely got to get that window sorted out. Got my other sign up there. Devon Koi Pond. Go and check out Martin, get your signs made. But I'm going to be recycling these bits that were the uprights to the old filter house, and I'm going to put a post there, and I'm going to move that pipework slightly, and I'm going to put a post in there. I've got to sort that pipework out anyway because I've got a drip over there. But then the plan is to plywood down the sides, across the front, and then we'll make some kind of lid. And then I've got a box in that section down there, and then fill that wall with a layer of polystyrene, and then a panel over the top of it. And that should be, hang on, I've got my gloves off now. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so if I can get some polystyrene in there along that brickwork, I might even get some expanding foam going on down in that corner there. But that's the plan of attack for today, mind you. I think it is gone 1 o'clock already. It's taken me that long. No, it's 1:30. Yeah, so it's 1:30. I've got all my tools out, biggest one being me. These are doing alright. Can't zoom, I want you to spin round. We've had just a little sprinkle. This one never stops. But yeah, they're doing alright. I do want to push the shower back ever so slightly, and then I want to get that moved as well. But I need a little chunk of decking I can screw in there for the moment, so I can screw it in situ. Probably be that bit of decking over there, but once I sort things out over there. So yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. Waffling bollocks and doing nothing. So I'm going to put you lot down. I stay at my. I've got to sew my hat. It's got a hole in the top. Yeah, I've got a little cold spot top of my head. Anyway, enough of me flapping my gums. I'm going to get on with some work, and I'll see you later. Hey, how we diddling? Well, that's 3 post cut. That's less wood that I've got to try and get rid of. Woohoo! Definitely got to move that pipe work. That's going to have to come around the inside, and I'll have to do a hole. I've got to do one more step here, which will help me get rid of a bit more rubble from out the back, save me trying to get rid of that as well. And I've got to reincorporate this step here. So you're going to have a set of steps, dump, 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 just so I can get to the brushes and the vortex. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, all I need to get to is the brushes and the vortex. So if I put you at tit level, I could really do with one more, just so I could access it, so I'm not having to stretch and whatnot, if that makes any sense. Still got to get rid of the bricks because I'm no longer building in the front pond, building the front pond now. So, yep, I think I know we left the bricks. So, but yeah, that's about where I'm at the momento. I've just been looking at the Easy Pod because I've got to get a waste pipe out there for both the multi-bay and the Easy Pod to go down into my my sump, because at the moment it goes down that pipe and then goes out into the garage area down to the pipe, down to the drain disappears. Yeah, all well and good. All well and good. But when you come out here, my tarmac is now starting to sprout grass. Oh God, the rodents have woken up. I can hear her. Can you hear her? I think someone's come in. But yeah, as you can see, I've got an abundance of greenery out here. How are we doing, Graham? So yeah, it literally, it's just behind that wheel down there. Goes down to the drain, disappears quite nicely. But shut up, you stupid cow, it's me. Is she going to stop? Right. So yeah, the plan is I've got a 1.5 inch pipe sat there, and I've got to dig a trench along there, come up and go along, and I've got to go along that pump, down that gap, and then hit the waste ball valve, which is down there, which will then send it down into my sump down there, which I already know will take 4 easy pod dumps and soak away within 10 minutes. Crazy. But then I will have to put a T in with a cap, so I can then run the waste pipe for up here, because like I say, I've got to change the exits on these two, bring around the front. They'll be alright. I can bring them across and down and join into it. I'll keep this one at the back because it's easy access. I'll literally just put a 90 on there with a slide valve in front of it. So 90 slide valve, and then the waste will come down and connect up with there. So then everything is going through my sump system. This just seems to have gone off pretty well, but I'll be totally honest, I was a bit gutted. I thought I would have got more oomph out of it being a bigger can, but I actually ended up with more foam from the dinky can that I bought from Home Bargains than the big can that I bought that cost me about £3 more. Yep. But enough of my waffling for the minute, because my fingertips need a warming up with a cup of tea, and we can't have a Monday waffling without some sops for skiggy, can we? No, that just wouldn't be a day with Twisted Crew, would it, without a sop for skiggy? So on that note, I was going to go and make myself a lovely cup of tea. Yeah, bit of the Clash going on in the background there. London's burning. Slurp for skeggy. Hang on. Oh, that's a dang good cup of tea. And you can't get a new without Thai food. None of your fucking Yorkshire tea rubbish. Yeah. Thai food. Gotta love it. Anyway, I'm just about to start work again. Catch you later. Ah, bloody bleeding again. Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm quite happy with that at the minute, because that bit round, you won't see that diagonal so much because there's going to be a step going in there. Just got to move the pipework now, and I can get that one bracketed in place, and then I can see if I've got enough left on the old ply just to get those two there panelled off. So then at least I'm taking the wind chill off of it oh, leaking everywhere. And no, I'm not pissing myself. I was beading. But yeah, it'll keep the wind chill off it until I make a lid. It's definitely not fucking square. Trust me. It's not square. But yeah, I'm gonna build some kind of box here to box over the pump and that bit of pipe, and then I will build my my dry stone stepping up and around. But that's where we're at the moment. Let me straight edge out the way. So yeah, and what I'll do is, for the time being, I'll just give it a coat of this colour that I've got, but ultimately that one will be painted black to blend in with the bottom here, plus it'll also absorb the heat. I'm not going to paint whatever I clad that in with, I'm not going to paint that black. That will have to go the same colour as the fence, so it can sort of like disappear, and I can get some more artwork made from Martin and get that put across there. So yeah, because I've got to finish feather edge in the front of there, and then what I'll do is I'll feather edge down here, and I've got to reroute the tumble dryer outlet. And yes, that is a pond flexi 4-inch pipe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck a bit of 4-inch pipe in there, a 4 to 1.5 inch reducer, and then I'm going to bend it down and follow it down with the drain pipe, so it blows and it ends up blowing down the gap down there, which in turn will actually warm the tank as well. Well, that's my idea anyway. So break my neck. Me knee giving me fucking wobbles again. But yeah, these are doing fine. Still asking for more food, but that's all they're getting is our little sprinkle. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the part to arrive to go on there, and then I can get the last bit of pipe work in there, and then that's sorted. I could then look at building some kind of slim box around it, because once all the gaps have been filled in with expanding foam, I'm just gonna give it a very, very minor sort of like skim, just to fill the gaps and smooth it off up the front once it's finished. And then, like I say, then we can go in and we can paint it black and get some artwork up. I might even speak to Paula from Keith and Paula's Pond Build and see if she could knock me something up for the front of there. Not pay for it, obviously. Jesus Christ, don't expect it for nothing. But yeah, I think something nice would look good there. Either there or in the middle of that once that's panelled, because that will more than likely end up getting done with feather edge across the front of there. So yeah, I'll be looking for something to go on there or go on there, because I've got my plaque that's going to go on my door. So, but anyway, I'm waffling shit again, and I've got a job to do indoors, otherwise my nads are going to be fucking used as fucking earrings. So I'll go and get that done, and I'll pick you lot back up shortly. Sorry, bopping away there to U2 Sunday Bloody Sunday. Oh, gee, I could tell you some stories about Northern Ireland, but I won't. Don't like reliving them. But anyway, I've got 2 walls around Music Pod. Woohoo! And like I say, I'm going to be putting a step in there anyway, so once it's all finished you won't notice it. But considering it's been made up out of fucking scraps, just like most things here at Twisted Towers, because I don't get a lot of money, so as you know, that's why my ethos is use what you got, and if it works, it works. I mean, at the end of the day, was it April Adam come down? When I had Adam come down, he couldn't explain how I got the growth I got in that small body of water with the amount of fish I had in there. I can't even explain it. It's fucking mad, but when it works, it works. I seem to get by recycling as much as I fucking can, and yeah, it's going to have a weird shaped lid. I'm still thinking of maybe let me spin you around. Cutting couple of bits of wood to the same width as this framework in, and then paint them up, and then put them in at an angle, and then I can put my switch box down the front here, and then have the air pump hanging on a board there, and then the roof coming down, so you'll have like a little flat section and then a diagonal section, so I can flip that up, get to the easy part, and the gubbins is down there. That one and that one is the only one I need to worry about, and then I can do it that way. But it's gonna be a bitch making that lid, because that is what let's see if I can get the right angle. Yeah, she's a little bit squiff, but then at the same time it goes in with everything else that's here. You should look down them walls. Oh, we got a subscriber coming to visit over the weekend. Looking forward to that one, really am. But I'm going to put you down because I've got to go and walk with the elephants, and I want to get a coat of paint on this before I go. Well, I want to get that lot taken down first and moved, and then a coat of paint on it before I call it a day. I've warmed up lovely now, but yeah, back to you later. I love this new gizmo, Jimbo. Hey, how we diddling cupcakes? I don't even know what time it is. Oh, 5:30. I better go and get something sorted for dinner. So lost track of time there. Sheesh. Well, I've just about finished putting the tools in the long block, because it's starting to dew up already. I mean, fuck me, 5:30. I'm out of tea. Oh fuck, I'm out of Coke as well, so I can't even slurp that. But I am really pleased with what I've got done. I will have to come back out and sort the air lines out to the new pump, and I want to put a little hole in the wall so I can feed the cable through. I need to spin you around and you'll see what I mean. Right, as you can see, we're all boxed. I did consider trying to put like a little I'm doing it again, and hang on, let me zoom this out. There we go. I did consider putting a chamfer on there, but then it would have required wood that I didn't have and a lot more patience. But 3 posts are in, everything's solid, air pump's in place. That's the air pump that's going to stay there now on that system. So what's going to happen is this will be squared off, it will come up, be screwed into place, and then we'll have a beam go across, and I will flatten that off completely, and then we'll put a roof on it that slants slightly that I can lift, just to get to the lid itself and the Dewberry Firkins down there. I've got that bit to put in to finish off the beam work around the window, and then I've got to put a slither of wood in there to finish the beam to hold or screw into for the lid that's going to go there. So yeah, I've managed to, well, I haven't shortened any cables yet, but they've been rolled up nice and tight, and they're just tucked down in there. But moved the electric box, so it makes life easier, so we don't have to keep reaching over and all that jazz. Like I say, I had a bit of a tidy up. These in here are doing really well. I'm super pleased with these. That's one from my fry. This one here underneath, that's my fry. This one here's my fry. The big one down there, that's my fry as well. Let's see if I can get a zoom in for you. There we go. Both of those there are my fry. And you've got the Ginrin Chagoi there. That's from my fry, and that's going to Kopi's koi. Yeah. Not liking the temperatures at the moment, but until I can get everything secured with insulation, then I'll look at turning the heater on, because until everything's fully insulated, I don't see like there's any fucking point, because I might as well just piss in the fucking wind. So on that note, I am going to put you down. You never know, I might be back. You never know. Well, my little fruit cups, that's about it for me today. Got to warm my hands back up so I can go upstairs, do a little bit of painting, so I can have a bit of a chill. Really pleased with what I've managed to get done today. Really pleased. So, before I go any further, don't forget, go over to Cash's Koi, give him a thumbs up, tell him the twisted one sent you, and don't forget, there's also a couple of videos back where I'm doing a giveaway for some Easy Pod caps, so go back and check that out if you haven't entered. If you've got an Easy Pod, all you got to do is put in the comments, cap me twisted, and yep, that's that one sorted out. So let's give you a final spinneroo. Fishies are doing well. That's them two scales I said about. Bless her. But that Hodgkin shower, oh my word. And there we are, Dad to the fry and Mum to the fry there. As you can see, still all soppy as shit, even though the temperature's dropped. Might get round to getting the plants done tomorrow, you never know. But no, temperature really did plummet, and what with dew and everything, there was no point painting that. I know I've got to sort the air out so that it splits to clean me Easy Pod. That's not a problem. I got all the bits to do that, but there's no need to do it now because the Easy Pod don't need cleaning. And like I said, there'll be it'll flatten out to about here, and then it will diagonal down. I don't know whether I'll have it clear if I've got enough perspex left. If not, it will just be a piece of board. But either way, that's where we're at with that. That pump is definitely working a lot better than the Halia one was. So yeah, we've got the two real good streams of bubbles in the corners now, and as you can see, the skimmer is doing exactly what it says on the tin. That's settled back down now. Bits are starting to disappear out of there. I can get the shelf made now and get the electric screwed to the wall for this pump, because I've also got the pipework already indoors with the tap on it, and that will become my new gassing up pump, airing up pump, whichever you want to fucking call it. Tools have taken over in here, but out of all that wood, that's all I've got left. I've got a few bits there that can go down to my cousin for his wood burner. Oh, I'd love to have a wood burner in the porch there instead of the gas bottle. But warmth is warmth, innit? So yeah, as I was saying, back to here, I digressed. So as you can see, I've got the air pump lead just hanging over at the moment, or what I will do is I will put a hole in somewhere down here and it will be fed through and then go into its final place in there. Net's in its place, net's in its place. We're coming along quite nicely. So on that note, folks, as always, I've been Twisted Kite. You lot out there, you've been great, and I'll catch you on the next one.
That's all, cupcakes.